Hey guys, it's back. Cassie found something here. It's the size of a nickel.
Buffalo nickel, give me the fufu juice.
Oh, I gotta keep digging some more here. Let's see what else we can get. I found myself a bucket lister. I got a crotal bell.
It's a Wheatie.
You found a Wheatie?
Yes.
Sweet. A Walking Liberty 1943 $half. Oh my god, it's freaking gorgeous. You got an Indian? Oh my god, Cassie got IHP. Needless to say, I am a happy camper. Hello everybody, good morning. It is a beautiful morning. Not a lot of wind at the moment. Overcast, birds chirping, grass is horribly wet because of all the rain and the high humidity, the dew. And it's looks like a great day getting out with a Simplex for the first official hunt. I say first official because the first that we're going to actually record anything. Was out yesterday for a couple of hours after work with it and found out this thing is a nickel magnet. Went through an area that I have hunted before and came away with 7 nickels in a couple of hours, and it got other stuff too, but one of them was a war nickel, so my first war nickel for the year. First silver for the Simplex. Didn't even get it on camera. Just out playing around with it, learning the sounds. It's definitely not like a Garrett. It's not like a Minelab. It is a lot like the Fisher that Alex uses, so I think it'll be easier for her to get used to. We're going to play around with it this morning as long as we can and see what we can find. Let's go get at it. First find of the day looks to be a bullet. I'm not real sure. It's got the shape of a bullet. Could be a pencil topper too. It's a little light for a, I don't know, kind of about right in the middle. If it's a bullet, it seems like it's a little bit light for a bullet. Had to show the first one for the day. We'll keep going though. Okay, I want to give you guys a little bit so right there where the coil is, I can't do it one-handed, so I'm going to shut this off and let you know what I got. Okay, so whatever we got, it's in the plug. This is a strange. Right there. And I don't know what that is. It's a random piece of metal of some sort. Huh. Okay, so nothing worthwhile apparently. We'll clean it up better, but I think it's just junk. Yeah, just giving you an idea of what you can find with the signal, so, or with the numbers. Just pulled this sucker out. It was probably 7 inches, maybe a little bit more deep. Thought it was a dog tag at first, but I think this is just like a machinery tag. I can see little holes in the corner where it would have been like little mini rivets or something onto a piece of equipment. I think that's, oops, crap, brittle copper. Whoopsie, you did not see that. Just pretend that didn't happen, but thankfully I don't think that's anything that we care about anyways. Okie dokie, on to the next. Okay, right here we have a 7071 right on the surface. Let's find out what it is. Sorry, I had to get my headphones off. So right in there. Very muddy today. So I'm trying to be somewhat careful so I don't get my phone too muddy. Oh, check that out. Somebody lost their house key. Alrighty then, that's what a 70 or 71 could be if you run across one. Alrighty, we'll keep a going then. Tell you what, it has been rough digging. My gloves are a muddy, wet mess. The grass is just soaking wet, and that makes everything wet. I've got it all over me, my headphones, my clothes, everything. I might have something interesting here though, and it was deep. It was pinpointer deep, and it's round, but I'm not sure exactly what it is, so let's take a look. So there's the pinpointer, and it came out from right down where the pinpointer tip is. That's it over on the side. It's very thin. See how thin it is? So not entirely sure what it is. May be nothing. But I got it that deep. So even if it's nothing, I got it a deep nothing. It's interesting how it's so consistently round though. It's got a lot of schmutz on it, whatever you want to call it. I can't see anything really peeking through. Let me see if I can clean it up just a little bit so we can see what we got. Alrighty, there it is. I think I might have myself a flat button. Look at that. Doesn't that look like a piece of a shank sticking out right there? That is a heck of a find if that's the case. I will take that. Definitely. Was not expecting it in the area I'm in here, but we will definitely take that. Let's see what else we can get. Okay, here we are, just a few feet away from the last find, and I got something round in the hole again. I think it might be, it looks bigger than a quarter. This was, again, I mean, really deep. It came out actually from right over there, and it flipped it over here. I had a nail here, so my pinpoint was off, but I think that might be a $50. No, it's a quarter. I was just wishful thinking. Like an 80s quarter, I think. Darn it. How did that sucker get so deep? And check out this impression. Is that incredible or what? See if I can pick this up. That's the impression. And you can actually see where it says 1 cent there. That is incredible. I love that. But I have, well, that other side of the impression is cool too. And look at that. That is so awesome. I've never seen an impression that was that good. But the big news is we got our first sweet penny, a 55D with the Simplex. So far, not doing too bad. Definitely some getting used to, but since I have that fisher, it is a lot easier. Pinpointing, sometimes the pinpointing is off depending on what it is. I'm still getting used to that, but you know, we're learning and I'm enjoying it. Let's keep going. Alrighty, we're at a different spot. The grass is dried out. I went back, had some lunch and got my grass mowed, but here we are in a spot where maybe we can get some actual VDI numbers and some sounds, since I'm not as muddy. So that's what we got. So I'm going to dig that sucker up and see what it is. And unfortunately, in this case, I think we just got a piece of foil. I'll double check the hole. Grab my pinpointer. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be anything down there. I'll double check with the machine, but you know, we're still learning. That's what we get. This one's one where I should have recorded the signal. I popped it out and it actually was on the shovel. I've already rubbed it to see what it was, but I got a wheat scent. Nice. I've already detected this area pretty heavily too, so hang on a second. Let me get my glasses on and I'll clean that up. And it looks like we've got ourselves a 1940 wheat pin. I'll definitely take that. So, let's keep going. Alright, here's another one. Shows that it's not that deep. Do I have a volume control on this? Oh, you know what? So right there, let's see what we got. See if I can do this one-handed. Not gonna go too deep here. I'm gonna dig a giant plug. Oh, there we go. Turn my headphones back on. Alright. Are we in the plug? Nope. Sounds like we're still down in the hole. Right down in there. Probably going to be garbage. But we're going to dig this one live and see what we got. Man, that must be big. It's got to be garbage. Holy cow. Yeah, I feel something down there. Interesting. Have no idea what it is even. Garbage is all I know. But we got her, didn't we? Check this out. Thought this was going to be a nickel signal. And then this, I saw this chain peek out in a little corner there. Got my little self a little football. Might be plated or something there. Let me get a little toothbrush on it and take a look real quick. I'm not seeing any markings in the back there, are you? Might just be costume jewelry. Yeah, stop trying to get away. The chain could be plated. We'll dig in a little deeper when we get home, but interesting find. I thought it was not what I was expecting, that's for sure. Alright, here we go. Consistently right up in that 85 to 90 range, showing very deep. So, we're gonna dig it and see what it is. Alright, whatever it is in the plug. See if we can figure out where. In the plug. And I think we just got foiled. Yeah, we just got foiled. Darn it. Oh well. We tried. This is one of those where you ask yourself, how in the world did I miss this? Look at that. There's a penny. And there's some coins in there too. No, that's a dime. So I got a dime, a quarter, another quarter, couple more dimes, and I think, oh, it's a Canadian. It's gonna probably have some silver content. I'll have to look it up, but that might have some silver content. Wow. That's a spill and a half right there, don't you think? I have no idea how I missed that all these times detecting this site. Wow. Well, we're back. We did it. That is the end of my first weekend hunt with the new Simplex. Not as much interesting that you guys got to see. Like I said earlier, it was muddy. The one day I really got a chance to do any filming at all, it was so stinking muddy, it was pathetic. The next time I went out where I got a chance to do some filming, really just didn't come across a whole lot worthy of filming, except for that one coin spill that was, you know, somewhat excited. By the way, when I turned the camera off, I should have used my pinpointer before. There was a couple more coins still in the plug there too, so what you saw was not the end of that. There was a little bit more. Still, I mean, some really interesting stuff. I did find out some good information about the Simplex. The locations that I took it to, because we're still in the COVID restrictions, I'm not doing any door knocking or anything like that. These are places that I've been to many times before. So to find anything at all was going to be a real struggle. So first things first, let me show you what I did find, and then you can help figure out whether you think this thing is really worth the hype that it has going for it right now. Okay, so that's it. That's quite a lot more than I actually filmed. You guys seeing. I got some really interesting stuff here. I had to dig a lot of signals because I was still trying to figure out. You did not see the garbage. I should have showed you the massive pile of garbage that I had. Lots of foil and stuff like that. Got some zinc pennies. We got more zinc pennies. I mean, that's half the zinc pennies I've dug all year, because with the Equinox, I can tell you exactly when I get a zinc penny. With the Simplex, because it's new, if it's more than right on the surface, I can't tell for sure, so I'm still learning it. Got some small little bits there. That sounded awesome. Not the golf tee. That was a surface fine. That didn't sound too bad either, I tell you what. Lid to something, old stopwatch, you know, some little doodads. This is pretty cool. It says, what does that say on it? Shell. I don't know for sure what it is. It almost looks like a valve stem cover, or maybe the top of a pen or something like that. That's pretty cool. Found a part of a violin, like a pendant or something. That thing that I broke, there's no writing or anything on it, so I don't know what it is. I think it's just a tag off of like some fencing material or something. That key, the football thing with chain, which did not turn out. It doesn't have the clasp, so if that part is gold or gold plated, I can't tell. I don't think it is. You look at it, it just doesn't look right. A little metal thing there. Well, of course it's all metal except for the T and this. Don't know what this is. It's just some sort of iron encrusted object. Probably a plug of some sort. Some clad, some stuff that wanted to get a little bit older but wasn't. Got my one of my obligatory 65s, a dime. This, when I cleaned it up, no identifying marks at all. Super thin. I don't think this is a coin. If you look carefully at those edges there, they're sharp and precise squared off edges. So if this were a coin that were just super thin or button, those edges would be rounded from years of use. This isn't, so I think that is just like a punch out or something. The Canadian, I got a Canadian penny and that Canadian quarter that you saw, which does not have any silver content. It's just really pretty. 1969 25-cent play money. 43p war nickel. I gotta look that up. I don't know. That may be my first war nickel on the year. I think it is. Got a 40S wheat and a 55D wheat. And I went out yesterday. You guys did not even see this. I got me a little iron suspender clip. And I just broke into the 1800s on the first week, before I even had this thing a full week. Today makes 1 week since I got this. I got me a 1897 Indian head penny in a a school field that I've been to before, along with a lot of the other clad too. So I mean, it's doing its job. This I found I have not opened it up to see if it's any good. What do we say we take the lid off and see if it's usable? Ooh. Well, everything stayed in the lid. That's not fair. Could have had me some chapstick there. I mean, I suppose I could use it out of the lid. No, we're not going to do that. This, oh, it smells nasty. Okie dokie. No, I'm not going to do that. It smells, it used to be like one of the, it says herbal essences. And if you've ever smelled that like herbal essence, artificial smell that they have in some of their products, the hair care products, you can tell it's an artificial smell on some of them. It's just one of those things. That's what this smells like, and I don't think I want that on my lips. Anywho, Simplex, what do I think of it? What do you think of it? What I think of it is it's the real deal. It's worth the hype. The hype because for the price you pay for it, it is one heck of a detector. The bang you get for the buck, I don't know if there's anything out there that'll match it. I don't. If there is, I'm more than willing to do a review for you, so send it to me and we'll check it out. So don't leave nasty comments unless you're willing to prove it to me. I live in Southwest Michigan. Come look me up. We'll take that sucker out and try it out. I'm not loyal to any particular brand. Whatever works is great. And there's some awesome stuff on the market right now. It is a great time to be a metal detectorist because there's so much good stuff. The Simplex, the new Minelab stuff, the 440 and 540 series of detectors that they have. I forget the names for the Vanquishes. Garrett just came out with the Apex, the Ace Apex, which is like the name implies, the apex of the Ace series. I'd love to see how that thing compares to the AT series, which is supposed to be your pro level detectors. There wasn't a lot of room between the Ace 400 and the AT Pro to begin with, so how they put this Apex in there, I don't know. I'd love to find out. But that's the things that we have going on today. Now back to the Simplex. It is a nickel magnet. The place that I found all these nickels, including the war nickels, 7 in one day, I had beat to death with my Equinox. I've been there many, many times. And the Equinox, I think, is a little bit weak on the nickel stuff sometimes. Especially if there's anything else around there, it tends to mask nickels, I think, for some reason. Not this Simplex. It pulls those suckers out like they are glowing and on fire. They were such strong signals. It's like, dig me, dig me, dig me, dig me, dig me. You don't miss them. Deep. It goes deep. I mean, I took my new shovel, the Predator, because it has that long spade head on it to dig some deep holes. In the process of learning it, you are going to dig a lot of garbage though. Just like with most detectors. When I got my AT Pro, I dug a lot of foil. With this thing, I'm digging a lot of foil. I got to the point where I did notch out everything up to about 25 on the indicator, because a lot of small, teeny little pieces of foil and some little iron pieces come in down around those range, so I was just getting a lot of chatter. Notching that stuff out, at least I did in Park 1. I didn't touch the field or Park 2 or anything else. Just Park 1 mode, I notched all that out, and it quieted it down, and it made it a little bit easier. The modes, I've tried field and Park 1. Field, like people say, does seem to be the deepest of all. You've got more of a monotone, so you really have to pay attention to the numbers on that. Whereas with the field, the Park, you can tell a little bit more based on the sounds. There are different pitches. There's like 3 pitches or something like that. But I mean, there's a steep learning curve on this. It is a turn on and go, but if you turn on and go, you're going to go dig a lot of garbage. But in the midst of all that garbage, I got some really cool stuff here too. So I think it is definitely going to be a wonderful addition to my Equinox, because as you can see in this big old paper towel here, there's a lot of stuff that it pulled out that my Equinox missed totally. A lot of it is garbage stuff. I would not have, my life would have been complete if I missed it forever. But those nickels, that war nickel, play money, I think the Indian head I just missed. That the Equinox would have pulled out pretty easily. But this iron buckle, Equinox likes to kill off these iron signals, and you miss a lot of that stuff. That's stuff I like. So I'm enjoying it. I think it's going to be a great addition, and it's going to help open up a lot more places to a lot more possibilities. That's it. I think this video is probably going to run a little bit long, but I wanted to give you guys an idea of what you're in for when you get this thing in the mail. So, when you get yours, if you've had it for a little bit, put in the comments, what are your thoughts and how has your experience been? If you have any questions about it, let me know. I'm still learning it. I'm not an expert on it, but I'll try to find out for you and I'll answer the questions. So, till next time, see you guys later. Stay safe. Don't forget to click that subscribe button, click the like, and click that bell icon also. See you later.